Which type of tattoo makes you cringe the most? Any tattoos of genitals or an anus makes me cringe. A defendant in the courtroom I clerked in during law school had homicide tattooed on his face. Over his eyebrow. Not a great look. Memes thought that a lot of people have dead memes from 2017 and their arms or legs is kinda funny. Imagine having a troll face meme on you in 2020. Couple tattoos like portraits or names. Mostly when they proudly tell you it's because they've been together for 5 months and just know they stay together forever. Knew of a guy once who had dubstep tattooed on his chest in very large letters. He also insisted that dubstep was the future of music and was here to stay. Tattoos that are gifts from you to someone else. For example, for your birthday, I got your birth date tattooed on me, and tattoos with spelling errors. Example, were you really there? If you think you were there, I thought tattoo presents were just paying for your friend's tattoo. I'm glad I didn't know that, and wish I could unknow it. Nothing says I've been to prison for cooking meth in my trailer like a Joker neck or face tattoo. I knew a guy who got a green question mark because his name was Morris, and because of that song, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker, I'm a comic book fan, and told him that's the Riddler's symbol. The Joker's symbol, if any, is the Joker's face. He hung his head and was like, yeah, I know. No regrets. I don't know the exact English word, but in German it's called ass antlers. I'm not sure what it's actually supposed to represent, but it kind of looks like you've got a deer tossing your salad inside your pants. Haha, while I like this interpretation and pretty sure it's their word for a tramp stamp. Lips on the neck. I get it. You're a gangster with an attitude problem and probably want to fight. Sayings. Especially ones that span multiple limb/areas. I was in the army with a guy from Texas that thought he was hard as woodpecker lips. Had Cowboy the Duck up tattooed across his forearms, ostensibly so if he put his fists up to fight you, you would read it and, I don't know, be scared or something. He never got in any fights that I know of, but due to the size he wanted it and shitty planning, one arm said Cowboy and the other arm simply read Duck Up. And he immediately became known as Cowboy, the Duck Up Eater. Dumbus PV2 Waldo gets me my first gold award, lol, thanks stranger. I once stood in line behind a lady who had, like, the bad tattoo parade going from the nape of her neck. She had only God can judge me, something in Asian characters, and an ugly, faded, poorly drawn crucifix. Only God is allowed to judge her, bruh. Better delete this. NSFW tattoos. Like it's cool that you really love your girlfriend's vagina, or that you want to showcase the ginormous imaginary dick you have, but the rest of us don't really want to see that. To be fair though, I haven't really seen these much in person, mostly online. My ex, 6 months after we broke up, got a tattoo of me tied up shibari style on his lower arm and sent it to me. The last conversation we had while we were together was about going to a shibari class. This is an educated man who works in an office and will never be able to roll his shirt sleeves up. I have a tramp stamp that says no regrets in very fancy cursive. It's the only tattoo my dad laughed at rather than cringed. I can judge no one. Bad portraits. Misspellings. Form a tattoo artist here, and it has to be infinity symbols, especially when they want them to be unigui, so they have you spend 3 hours drawing up different ways of cramming little McKaysley and Braxton's names, birth dates, birth weights, blood types, and favorite ice cream flavors in there. Fine. It'll find a way. I can work for my money. Oh, and can it also have a thin blue line and therefore my husband, sure, lady, and maybe some birds breaking off of it, cause my me more loves birds, sigh, yeah, okay, and can you do it on the side of my finger in white ink, duck you, get out, edit, bonus points on these, if they walk in holding a monogrammed Yeti tumbler full of the alcohol fear trying to smuggle in. Armpit pussies. It's when someone gets 2 women's legs tattooed around their armpit hair. Yes, Just saw a couple of days ago a writing on some dude, Kana isn't a bitch, just as I wrote it. He's just expressing support for his friend Kana. She might not be a saint, but she isn't a bitch. Those creepy faces of babies, which look like there's a little demon on your body. Baby face are so hard to get right. They don't have the same proportions as adults. Even drawings of babies are creepy 9/10 times. Baby face are so hard to get right. Even for parents. That stupid cliche thing that says life one way and death the other. One my sister did for a guy on his arm of a juice carton with a pussy on the side saying pussy juice edit. If I remember correctly, it also had a droplet coming out the end of the straw. Ones where the person gets a tattoo of someone using either their real nipple or belly button to replace the tattoo of a person's nipple or belly button. E.g. Buddha with real belly button. Shit's f***ing gross. Don't get one. Had a lady come into the store I was working in with a big neck tattoo that said daddy's girl. May have been the most shocking one I've ever seen. Any image that incorporates bodily hair. Know a girl who tattooed her firstborn's name as a tramp stamp. Not what I would want someone to be looking at while tagging from behind. A reminder that she's ovulating and that you are making a significant commitment. The more I think about it, the more genius it becomes. Ultimate birth control. The people who put words from a language they don't understand cause it's quirky, and 99% of the time it isn't proofread, so it doesn't say what they think it does. I was in line behind a guy who had a tattoo on his neck of two obese, naked cartoon women going at it. Tongues hanging out. Flying sweat drops. The works. What else is he supposed to jerk off to? It's on his neck. It's more of a public service than a personal use thing. Some vague inspirational quote that in all likelihood the tattooee didn't even choose before they went to the tattoo parlor, but rather selected from a pre-chosen list written up by the parlor. I'm a tattoo artist. Had a regular come into the shop. He was an older swinger type and my coworker tattooed him. He got Pinocchio tattooed above his junk with his penis as the nose, and script that said lighter maybe try not to judge tattoos, but I figured you'd all appreciate this one / / edit. Obligatory wow this blew up edit. Thanks everyone for correcting my shrug. Any tattoos like name plus name together forever, because if that relationship goes down and the two break up, that is gonna be awkward. Any tattoo with something in Chinese or Japanese written on it. I'm learning Japanese cause why not? And I saw this dude with a tattoo saying sakana, fish. I was like, hey, what does that mean? And he said poison. He may have typed poison into Google Translate lol. Barbed wire around the arm that doesn't even go all the way because it hurt too bad. How else would you let everyone know that you lifted weights in 1996? Me reading these replies to see if any of my tattoos are on here. Tattoos of brands. It's basically free advertising. At least ML them what they would pay you if you advertise for them till you die. Domino's actually did a promotion in Russia where if you got a tattoo of their logo in a visible place you'd get free pizza for the next 100 years. So many people did it that Domino's stopped the promotion rather quickly. The tattoo of a clown holding a gun smoking a joint on my leg. Edit. Thanks for all the love and awards guys. Never thought my horrible tattoo from 9 years ago would blow up like this. The only God can judge me tattoo. No, we can all judge you. I see what you want. Tattooed on your body. I do however hate seeing shitty work egg, poor line work, muddy colors, incoherent shading, disproportionate shaping etc. Names of significant others. Famous people. I get it that you really are a fan of said famous person, but to permanently ink their face onto yourself is borderline crazy emo. Like that guy with the fullback Steve-O tattoo. Or that guy with 2 Jaden Smith tattoos. I was in the supermarket today and saw a man with a full body Harley Quinn tattoo on his arm. The Margot Robbie movie one. Swastika. Especially on the forehead. I feel bad when I see people my age that got those barbed wire tattoos. Literally everyone had them, so they all looked the same. Tramp stamps were pretty bad too. At least the barbed wire did look kind of cool. I've never seen a tramp stamp that I liked. I refuse to sink next to an anchor. That is literally what anchors are made for. I have a rubber ducky that says refuse to sink. Baby faces. You have a child. I get it. You love him. But he will be a generic newborn for a few months. And you will think fondly ever after about his grown-up version. With specific facial features. His baby picture will mean very little after a while. Those little mustaches on the pointer finger. Be happy. Be free. Live. Laugh. Stay positive. Dad is little girl. Dad is princess. These tattoos they get. At least put some thought and make it original or unique or at least interesting. Oh god. Alive. Laugh. Love tattoo would be the ultimate red flag. The rebel flag. Wear him from that's the usual tattoo and it makes me cringe. A crush of mine got a tattoo of Hank Williams on her breast. Totally killed my interest in her lol. Imagine being in the middle of coitus and seeing an old dude in cowboy hat staring at you while she demands you go harder. No sir, I'm out. Post Malone's face. Chinese writing when they have no cultural connection to it and got it just because it looks cool, especially Western names translated into Chinese. Literally anyone that has too small tattoos and is constantly posting about how discriminated against people with tattoos are and how pathetic all the Karens of the world are for being offended by tattoos. Like calm down Becky, no one has ever said anything actually rude to you about your 3-inch faith tattoo written in such swirly cursive that it could be a roller coaster at my whole identity as Victimhood Island. Ducking wings. Where you think you're flying to? Their ex's bed. Hey, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.